All right, what's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Kevin, and this is SmellGoodz. Appreciate you coming through. Appreciate you hanging out for just a little bit. This is another one of my weekly fragrance video or reviews, whatever you want to call them, the rotations. And this is for the week of February 16th through the 22nd, I believe it was. Yes. So this was a week, lots going on this week. Work, things with my wife, and then we went on a cruise. So you'll see how that kind of impacted even some of the things that I wore. Sunday was a pretty laid back day for the day. Nothing major going on that evening. My wife had to go preach and go minister at a church here in our area. So definitely went to support her, went to, as we do each other, right? And so that day I wanted to wear, hadn't worn it in a little bit. Just because I'd worn it a lot when I first got it, hadn't worn it in a little bit, but you can see the dent is very evident in it. This is Hawas Black. Let the light catch it there. This is Hawas Black. This, my opinion, is a take on Chanel's Hasavat. Definitely, and the thing I love about this is that it is a powerhouse fragrance. Church, if you attend church, have been to church, you kind of know that sometimes it can get a little there, right? But this last, it's as if, when you, especially because I sprayed on PowerPoint, those pulse points and all that fun stuff, it definitely makes sure that it's still pumping out, still making itself known well into the evening. And this, it did not disappoint. But again, that was Sunday. That was Hawas Black. All right. The next day was Monday. Monday was a work day, so I did have to go into the office. And it was one of those in-office days that I have typically twice a week or something like that. But this one, I decided to break out something I hadn't worn in a little bit, definitely from a house that I give a little credit to, just because I think that they are, in some respects, a little underrated, kind of under the radar in many respects, but they've got some nice fragrances. This particular one is from the house of John Varvatos. This is XX Indigo. XX Indigo. Nice mint, lemony fragrance. Some patchouli and vetiver there on the dry down. But this, I wanted to wear it, something nice. It's starting to warm up a little here in Phoenix. So definitely something that I think fit the weather, fit the time frame, and just, it's a fragrance that does not, it doesn't, what's what I'm looking for? It's not offensive. It's not something that is going to get a lot of, ooh, what is that? Or really a lot of attention, if you will. It's just one of those fragrances that kind of sits there. It's smelling good, smelling nice, but it's not necessarily pumping out its attention. And that's fine for me sometimes at work. Don't need everything and every nose on me. All right. But again, that was Monday. It was John Varvatos XX Indigo. All right. That was Monday. Tuesday, I did decide to switch it up. Something that I wanted to wear, just because I love the fragrance. I forgot something prompted me. It was like something that either a video I had done or something that I was like, yeah, it's time to break it out just a little again. And it is from the Game of Spades line from Joe Milano. It is Wild Card, which is their take, if you will, on Bond Number 9, Lafayette Street. Just an amazing fragrance. This is, and I think actually because I was testing it the day before when I had filmed my Goats clone fragrance video, and this prompted me like, yeah, it's time I need to break it out again. And I did, and love the way that it just works, the way it just feels, the way it pumps off my skin, the way that it kind of creates that nice scent bubble. So again, on Tuesday, which was another day in the office, it was Game of Spades Wild Card that I wore on that Tuesday. All right. Wednesday was a kind of around the house day, doing some last minute things, getting ready because we were taking that trip. We were hopping on a plane to get on a boat the next day. So Wednesday was a day that just wanted to make sure got a lot of the last minute things done that I needed to do and enjoy that day. And so for that day, I decided to wear Polo Black. Hard to see there, but it is Polo Black. Mango, tangerine, patchouli, nice tropical kind of fragrance, kind of gets you in that mood, if you will, for a cruise. So decided to wear it. I haven't worn it in a little while, but definitely was something that I was like, yeah, let's throw it on. Let's just have some fun with it. So Wednesday was Polo Black. All right. So Thursday was, Thursday I did have to work up until most of the day because our flight was going to leave out in the evening. So, but Thursday was a day that getting work done, getting stuff done, but packing. So yeah, there wasn't a whole lot. There was enough work getting done that I needed to get done, and I got what I needed to get done, and it was good. But it was just one of those days like, yeah, let's get that time going, right? So that was a day that I started wearing some of the fragrances that was going to be going with me on my cruise. And I think someone asked in the comments of one of my things, what cruise did we go on? We went on Royal Caribbean, and I do have some content that I will be sharing. I gotta just edit it up and chop it up as far as even how to shop or what to look for if you're shopping or fragrances on a cruise. So look for that video. Make sure you are subscribed. Make sure you've got the notifications turned on for that. But that day was a day that one of my fragrances, or one of my traditions almost as it were, is when I'm traveling. Right now, it seems like every time I'm hopping on a plane, the fragrance that I have more often than not is Cedroc Bois. Not a Creed Aventus clone. I don't even put that on it. I say that it's in the family. It's got similar DNA, but it's not. But I decided, I still like that, but I wanted to switch it up a little. So had a travel spray, and I know I was going to be taking a bunch of my travel sprays with me just because I wanted to still have a rotation going while I was on the boat. But I wanted to get somewhere out of some travel sprays that maybe I've kind of overlooked or haven't worn in a while, or whatever the case may be. And so this one is from Kingsgate. And I got this from my guy, Dedrick Hicks. Let's see if we can get you to focus there. Let's do that. There we go, Kingsgate. And this is Dominus. So this is the, I want to say the Nichene Hasavat. Yeah, this is, I think this is the Niche. No, this is the Creed. Dominus is the Creed. Yeah, so this is the Creed Aventus one. And so this is what I wore on that day. Refreshed it again when we were hopping on the plane. This is what I wore that evening when we hopped on the plane, got off the plane, got to our hotel, went to sleep, ready for the next morning. The next morning was Friday morning, which was cruise day. That's when we got on the boat. And on that day, I was like, listen, we're going to start this vacation right. Ready to get on the boat. Give me a something to drink, right? Give me a coconut lime refresher, something that was nice in my hand. Yes, daiquiri. Yes, pina colada. Yes, mojito. All those fun things. Had that, but I wanted to set the mood right, even as far as my fragrance. So from the House of Yeoman Leal, and it's hard to see just because it's a sticker, but it's from Yeoman Leal, and this was Hibiscus, which is their take on Hibiscus Mahajad by Mason Crivelli. Just a nice hibiscus. I think there's vanilla in this. Just sets kind of the mood and the mode for that type of an environment. And so wore this, and this thing just, it slaps. I'm gonna have to do, I don't think I've done a review on this particular one out of the discovery set that I have from Yeoman Leal, but we'll definitely go ahead and make sure we get that done, just because this was nice. My wife was like, oh, that smells good. It worked very well for that tropical environment. Even though we're leaving out of LA, out of Long Beach, it still was in that environment of, we're about to go a little south of the border, yeah, because we're going down to Mexico. But this was what I wore on that Friday, Hibiscus by Yeoman Leal, which is again their take on Hibiscus Mahajad from Mason Crivelli. And then Saturday was a day that, again, another day. That day was a day fully at sea. So that was a day kind of around the ship, around the boat, grabbing something to eat, sitting by the pool, sitting just kind of people watching, going to, the trivia shows and all those things that happen on the cruise. But that was a day that I wore from Yeoman Leal. That was the day I wore Atish, which again, it's hard to see, but this is their take on God of Fire. And I'll put the names, of course, up there. This is their take on Stefan Humbert Lucas, God of Fire. So nice mango forward type of a fragrance that again, just fits that nice summery, springy, tropical type of a vibe that fit very well. And so that's what I wore, Saturday during the day. Saturday evening was basically sometimes on ships they'll have like formal wear or formal night. My wife and I, we decided to go on the particular boat that we were on. We went to the seafood restaurant, had a nice dinner there. And so that was the day we kind of got spruced up, got out of our, our lounge wear, out of our beach wear, our pool wear, what have you, put on a nice pair of slacks for me, put on a button up. I wasn't putting on my dress shoes. I was just like, we're good. I've got some nice shoes that I wore. And so that was a day that I gave my wife the opportunity. I was like, look, whatever I've got as far as my travel sprays, send to me. Whatever you want me to be wearing, that's what I want you to put on. That's what I want you to tell me to put on. And so her choice for that evening was from Kingsgate, because again, this is one of the travel sprays that I took with me. Kingsgate, and this one is Stimulant. And this is their take on Nishane's Hasavat. So kind of going back to, it was kind of in that same vein as a Wasp Black that I wore at the beginning of the week. So it was a fitting end to the week by wearing this version or this take on Nishane's Hasavat from Kingsgate, which is another brand to check out. I may do a little more reviews on them, get a couple of the things from them, check them out. But they seem to be doing pretty good stuff as well. All right. So that was the week, a pretty packed week, just as far as everything, from church to work to play. And then as far as fragrances, just kind of ran the gamut of a variety of things. Towards the end, of course, it got a little more focused as far as being a fit for the occasion, right? Which was me hanging out on a beach somewhere. All right. But that was it for this week. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know. Again, make sure you are subscribed. Make sure you have hit that like, requested notifications, and share. Because as I mentioned, I do have a video that will kind of talk about how I was able to get a nice deal on a fragrance while we were on the ship, because they have these things called duty-free and tax-free that you may want to check out. Not works for everything, but definitely make sure you watch that video so you can get some of those tips there. Other than that, do me the favor, stay safe, stay sane, stay smelling good, and then we'll see you next time. Have a great one. Be blessed. Peace.